Hi everyone, welcome to MarikaCreations. Today I will share with you 2 thrift flips. But before we jump into the video, I quickly want to mention that this video is part of the This Is My Thing collab hosted by Maria at MarikaCreations. You can see some of the participants here on screen. It's an open invite so anyone can join. I will leave links down in my description to their channels, as well as a link to the playlist of this collaboration so you can get loads of inspiration. So let's get started. For my first DIY, I will work on this beautiful mirror that was gifted to me by my brother-in-law. Beautiful, but look at this part. It has a huge hole right through the frame, and there are the pieces. I will see what I can do to make it look nicer. So first thing, turn it upside down, and with a strong adhesive scotch tape we just cover that hole on the back side. And then I will turn the mirror, go ahead with some spackling, some wood filler to fill in that hole and a little bit more. There are pieces missing. I figure out how much I need to put on, and then I will set it aside to dry. Quite thick layers. I had to be patient, so I let it dry overnight. I'm guessing that this is not the professional way of doing a repair like this, but hey, I'm just a happy creator, and this is my first doing anything like this, so keep that in mind. While my spackle is drying, I'm working on the small pieces, and I try to figure out how they would fit together. And I take some glue, some wood glue, like so, and try to put them together already now. To support that piece, I couldn't do it with clamps, so I needed to get my glue gun, and on the back side there I just put a string of hot glue to keep it in place while it's drying. And here I am carving a little bit. I needed to get some edges a lot cleaner to make the pieces fit into there. And also I'm working on the depths in certain places, because while these pieces were ripped off, the wood had risen, if you know what I mean. It wouldn't fit anymore. Trying to fit that piece and taking off a little bit of the wood here and there to get a nice fit. If you're new to my channel, hi! I am Marika, and on this channel I do lots of DIYs, thrift flips, trash to treasure, renovation of my home, some pottery, some painting, anything creative really. Please join me. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and let's be friends. Time to attach this piece of the frame. I'm just putting loads of wood glue onto it on the back side. And then I will press it into place like that. Try to make a super fit. Place it exactly where I need it to be. And then I will take something heavy to put on top. and wait for it to dry. Another little piece, plenty of pieces here, just press it into place and put something heavy on top. And here I'm putting in some more of the wood filler. And I needed to break off that piece because it was not sitting right at all. A lot of fiddling here, as you can see. And that piece would not sit right, so I needed to break off a few pieces on the back of it. And I was working on that for quite a while. So you can see here, just trying to break off bits on the back side to make it sink in a little further. That piece is finally in place, and I'm working around that piece now, filling in the gaps with wood filler and try to smooth it out as much as possible around these pieces. But in spite of my efforts, fiddling, breaking off pieces, trying to fit everything, wood filler, heavy things on top, I didn't quite succeed because while it was drying, it was sort of rising up just a little bit anyways and got distorted. So I was figuring, what should I do? Should I care or should I work with it? Should I break everything loose and start from scratch? And I decided, yeah, let's work with it. So I'm smoothing out as much as I can around my pieces, like you see me do here, and set it aside to dry once more. Now it's time for the fun part, to paint it to make it look like an old vintage piece. I'm starting with a base coat, mixing some acrylic paint, some white, some gold, a touch of black, just putting that on where it had broken off there, where I have mended it. Before I started to paint, I went in to deep clean the frame with the toothbrush in all the nooks and crannies. And then I went in with a slightly darker coat, as you can see here. I'm sorry for the bad lighting, I was working late at night, so it is what it is. Last year I had received some small paint bottles from my neighbor that he used to paint frames with, so very convenient. A lot of gold and creamy colors, the ones I use so often. And here I have found some more towards silvery gold, if you know what I mean, and I mixed that up with a touch of black, and I got very, very close to the original color of this frame. So I worked on that space, and I touched up the rest of the frame as well to get it as even as possible. And here I'm dry brushing with a black acrylic to get the texture to pop a bit, and I went over it once more with a lighter, this silvery gold color to highlight certain places. And here it is in my living space, looking beautiful, I think. I love the color, I love the texture, of course. Here you can see the bit that I worked on. Absolutely not perfect, but what can you do? Hi! So tell me, what do you think? I know I could have done better, but it looks like an old vintage frame, and I'm happy to have it on display in my home. For my second DIY flip, I have this piece. You've probably seen pieces like this before, with loads of places where you can put tea lights on, from the 80s, 90s, I think. So I needed to get rid of those tea light holders, and here is my hubby helping me. I'm afraid of that thing. So he was welcome. I just saved one on the bottom of my piece, and here I am spray painting the whole piece in a matte black spray paint. I only needed one coat, but I went over it several times anyways, from different directions, so I had everything covered. And this is how it turned out. Beautiful, I think. Both back and front, everything in this matte black spray paint. Next thing I will work on is the frame of my piece. I'll take my golden creamy color, and just with my finger I will smear that on. As you can see here, it doesn't need to completely cover it, just give it that a vintage look. And I love the gold and black together. I bought these houses, these shelf houses, some time ago. I didn't know what to do with them, but thought they would fit perfectly onto this piece. Same kind of structure. So I will place them out, not the same height. And in the center, where I have that tea light holder, I will put a big branch of witch hazel, like a tree among the houses. Once I have decided exactly where to put them, I will take some zip ties, some black zip ties, and just attach them to the framework, like you see me do here. 2 or 3 on the houses, and then I will also put one zip tie around the witch hazel branch. If you like this video and videos like this, hit that like button and the subscribe button, of course. That will help my channel to grow, and I'm able to provide you with more inspirational videos. My aim is to upload 1 or 2 videos per week. And here it is in my living space. Looking pretty, I think. Tell me, what do you think? Did you have a favorite of my flips today? Something you would consider tackling? Let me know in the comments. I have just put this piece on a hook that already existed. If I decide to keep it on this wall, I will put it a bit higher up. Time to head on over to my description box and click that playlist link to this collab for more inspiration. Just click and enjoy. Thank you so very much for watching. See you soon again in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.